Tattoos are polarizing. Some people see them as a sign of delinquency, while others see them as art. Today, we're at the Baltimore Tattoo Museum, and we're going to talk to Chris Keaton about an entirely different view on tattoos, that they're historical. Now I'm going to roll up my sleeves and take a jab at an entirely different type of interview. Let's go. Yeah. When did the first electronic tattoo machine come around?
I think it was late 1800s. Thomas Edison had the first patent.
Really?
As an engraver. Samuel O'Reilly had it patented for tattooing.
Now, has the technology for tattooing changed a lot over the years?
There have been some new innovations like pneumatic machines and rotary machines. It's just a cam that spins around. Other than that, it's just been fine-tuning for the coiled electric machines, refining geometry, better needles. Used to have to make all your own needles.
So why a tattoo museum?
Early on, I had started collecting, and a lot of my friends had started collecting tattoo memorabilia, historical stuff, cards, paintings, drawings, and things. And when looking around, we figured it'd be a good way to give back and show people where this all came from and why we do it this way. Our focus has been American electric tattooing.
Okay.
We opened in May of '99.
How far back, at least with, I guess you'd say this style of tattooing, does this go? How far back into our history?
Tattooing in general has been recorded since recorded history on people. The Iceman that they found frozen in Austria had tattoos in places where were traditional acupuncture places.
Wow.
Otzi the Iceman. He was discovered in 1991, and he's over 5,000 years old. Actually, he lived around 3300 BC, and the great thing about this discovery is that some of his blood cells are still intact. They're doing tons of studies, tons of work on him, and you kind of wonder, like, does he have a soul?
The history of mankind has been the history of tattoo.
I would say since fire.
Fire.
Firewood, making carbon. You get stuck with a burnt piece of stick and that leaves a mark on your skin.
Could you talk about the artist of the tattoo that you're doing a version of?
His name was Owen Jensen. They're very clean, and you can tell what they are from across the room, and they're going to hold up well. There are definitely certain artists who brought something different to it.
Okay.
Stoney St. Clair, Bert Grimm, Dan Higgs, Sailor Jerry, of course.
What actually drew you to tattoos?
Well, I had been interested in them before I turned 18, and I think my interest came from the Modern Primitives book up there.
Okay.
And getting that early on and seeing different cultures and how they did different tattoos in different ways. It piqued my interest, and I wanted to know more, so.
Modern Primitives, a book published in 1989 written by V. Vale and Andrea Juno. It's one of the first documentations of a growing popularity of something called body modification. And body modification includes things like tattooing, which is super popular right now. I feel like I'm the only one I know who doesn't have one. Scarification, sideshow, piercing, and corsetry. That's one I have. The book is very graphic, though, and needless to say, it's not for the faint of heart.
With tattoos, each person who has a tattoo, it's personal history.
I tend to call a lot of my tattoos mile markers of my life.
So when people come in here, either to get a tattoo or to visit the museum, what is it that you want them to pull out of the exhibits you have?
Just some understanding of where some of the designs came from, who the people were who started doing a lot of this stuff, and progressing tattooing to an art form more than just a craft.
Before the electric tattoo machine, what did they actually use?
Needles, bones.
Was it always a form of ink, or was there other materials used?
Most of the tribal stuff was all black stuff, so that would have
Okay.
just been carbon-based.
Okay.
Modern stuff, it has changed depending on the manufacturer of it. There's either mineral-based or plastic-based. Different artists tend to stick to one or the other.
Okay.
There's a reason all these old school guys used all the black. It stays, it holds in what color you do use, and gives it the contrast even when the color fades,
Okay.
to make it pop more.
Now, we're in Fells Point, being a sailor's port. Was this a big hub for tattoos and tattooing?
Yes, it was. Down on the block, Charlie's is now the oldest continually running tattoo shop in America. And there were a lot of pretty famous people. Pinky Yoon was here in Baltimore, and they tattooed a lot of people that came into port and left out and took a little bit of Baltimore with them.
Yeah, there was recently, I know there was
Check it
recently...
out.
Oh. Ooh, that's really cool.